Amtrol's been in business for over 75 years and primarily on the well and plumbing and heating pressure tank business. And because of that, we wanted to eventually get into the composite tank business. We noticed that some of our competitors were in that space. The industry was changing and we wanted to lead that change.
So for composite well tank manufacturing, the inner vessel of the tank is made out of 3 components. We have the domes on either end, and then the center piece is an extruded pipe.
We chose extrusion because it provides flexibility and adaptability for future products. We can adjust to the customer's needs, and it gives us a wide range of sizes and dimensions that we can use. Extruding polypropylene into a tube has some advantages in a well tank application because it's seamless, it provides for a lightweight composite vessel, and it's also airtight and watertight, just the things you want in a well tank.
What we had recognized during the process is that the extrusion methodology is typically conducted with a thicker wall product. In our case, we were working with very large diameters and extremely thin wall product. We're talking 100,000s, 150,000s thick walls. In order to pull this off, there's a marriage between vacuum, cooling, and liquefaction of the material that all have to be matched perfectly. Then once it's matched and formed, the product has to have consistency and uniformity. That became a very, very interesting challenge for the engineering team, the process engineers, and the operators out on the floor. But with the partnership of our machine builders, KraussMaffei, iNOEX, we were able to add data analytics into the process with some SPC control into our extrusion process, which helps minimize those variables. By minimizing those variables, we were able to produce a consistent product over a period of time, but it was a journey for sure.
So we reached out to several vendors on extrusion, and KraussMaffei was quickly identified as one of the leaders and very knowledgeable. We went to them with what we wanted to do for this project and then leaned on their expertise and let them kind of guide us of what makes sense for these new processes.
KraussMaffei provides complete extrusion systems, including extrusion systems for pipe. So of course we provide our extruder, and then we team up with partners. In this particular case, iNOEX for the gravimetric system and for the wall monitoring system. And then we chose other partners for the vacuum tank, puller, and saw.
iNOEX stands for Innovation in Extrusion and has for over 30 years. So it was a real awesome opportunity for us to come alongside and partner with this group to innovate in the space of extrusion. We really provided 2 different technologies that help support the process. We provided some gravimetric technology that helps with raw material coming into the extruder and helps stabilize the process in that manner. And we provided some measurement technology downstream of the cooling tank, ultrasonic measurement technology, to help measure and control the process. And there's a lot of software and details in there, but at the end of the day, trying to optimize the extrusion process for better stability and dimensional control was our primary contribution.
Quality is a top priority as we were specifying out the equipment, and we made that clear with all of our vendors as we were bringing people in and discussing the project of what we need to do. And this extrusion is the first component of an assembly that we build a lot of parts onto it to make the well tank. So if the extrusion's off, it'll cause problems all down the line with everything downstream. We needed to make sure we had the utmost quality of the extrusion so that we can carry that through to the final product. So that's where iNOEX has come in, and with the controls and things that they add onto the extrusion line, it's really enabled us to get the most out of the extrusion process.
We knew the key components that had to be right, but it took a few efforts because this is not something that people do every day. There wasn't an off-the-shelf answer, and it was a matter of some trial and error to get it right. But that's part of what we bring to the table is the experience that tells us we know what needs to be optimized, and then the resources to actually find those right optimized solutions. But ultimately being able to tie all of the different components of the extrusion line together to adjust the puller speed or vacuum pressure or the throughput, the raw material. These are all things that are possible using our technology and then working at the plant level to figure out what settings needed to be optimized and how to get the most out of it is how I think we were able to best benefit the clients here.
We're happy to say that we have a product that is capable of pressures exceeding 150 psi. We're one of the few people in the world that can do that with such a thin wall product and extrude it consistently. That all comes down to the partnerships that we created with our vendors and with our supply chains. We were able to tackle each and every difficult situation as a team and overcome those obstacles, and at the end of the day, we got a much better product.